Hi guys, this is Dr. Jim Sharps at the IIOM YouTube channel, and today's topic is a very important topic, especially this time of the year. Natural approaches for dealing with colds and flu. People are really concerned with respiratory issues, and we just got out of the COVID season, and this actually works for COVID as well. So for all of those things, let's talk about some things, some natural approaches to basically protect ourselves, to build our immune systems, to prevent it, and then you can use this in a more concentrated form, in a more focused form if you're actually, experiencing cold, flu, or mild, or even mild to moderate COVID issues. Okay, the first thing is dietary. And it's very important to understand the impact of dairy products on people with predispositions to have respiratory problems. Dairy products are the most mucus-producing foods you can put in your body. So be careful with dairy products, especially if you have a predisposition towards respiratory issues. The other thing is, as soon as the wintertime comes, we tend to spend more time indoors, we're not exercising as much, and our meals are too heavy, especially late at night. And you want to have your heaviest meal usually between 10 and 2 p.m. And as it gets closer to 6 o'clock, you want it to be a very light meal, like a soup, a salad, or something like that, and not too heavy. Because when you eat very heavy meals, it really interrupts the circadian cycles. You start getting into a whole new cycle of assimilation as opposed to digestion. And you don't get good sleep, and it impacts the immune system. So that's the key thing. So from a dietary standpoint, careful with dairy and be careful with heavy meals, especially late at night. The second one is one that we talk about a lot, but it's very important here as well, is proper hydration. And the hydration will kind of help to thin the mucus, and it helps to do two things. It helps to move the nutrients to the cells in the most efficient way and moving the toxins away. So the best kind of water is distilled water, but drink whatever kind of water is available, even if it's tap water. But the best is distilled, and contrary to popular opinion, the spring waters, the ones with the added minerals, really aren't that helpful because they're inorganic minerals, and your body really can't absorb and utilize them, and it can add to the toxic load. Now, some things that you can do to add to your hydration are certain herbal teas. And the ones that are particularly good for the respiratory system are like ginger and peppermint, mint teas. They kind of soothe the gastrointestinal system, the lungs. So any kind of herbal teas, ginger, mint. One of my favorites is nettles tea, is really good as well. So herbal teas can add to your water or your hydration requirements. Now, the third one is exercise. Now, yes, you don't get it, you won't, the weather isn't always that nice, and you're working harder, etc., trying to catch up. And so you might not have enough time to do sufficient physical exercise, but here's an exercise everybody can do. Everybody takes a bath. So just before the bath, you get yourself a nice skin brush. It's a long handled brush with a nice bristle on it. There's a soft brush, and you brush downwards towards the intestines. So from the tips of the fingers down through under the armpits and back and front, and you brush up from the ankles up towards the intestines. And that engages the lymph system. Now, the lymph system is what's used to move the poisons out of the body, the excess toxins. And the best thing for it is exercise. The lymph system is only engaged through movement. So you can see where exercise, even walking and moving your arms, that engages that lymphatic system. Massage also helps, but it can be very inconvenient and expensive to get massages all the time. But that engages the lymphatic system. This skin brushing does the same thing. And once you get into the shower, you can do a contrast shower. That's a blood massage. It significantly improves the circulation. It gets the blood to go all the way up to the tippy toes of your hair, all the way down to your toenails. So you get that full circulation. It causes the blood vessels to open and close, the dilation and the contraction. And that's where you get that massage effect. Really good. And so that's an exercise that everybody can do, because most people do take showers. And if you don't have to worry about germs, because people will be running away from you as soon as they see you coming. The next thing that would help quite a bit is taking care of your indoor air. You're spending a lot more time indoors. So plants help. You might, if it's particularly stagnant, you might want to get an ionizer or any good filtering system, a HEPA filter system that will pull those excess toxins out of the air. I prefer the ionizers because it's oxygenated. It's O3 and above, and that high oxygen level pulls those contaminants out of the air. Now you might have to dust more often because it's really pulling everything out of the air, all those extra contaminants that can really impact the respiratory system. So plants, a diffuser would help. You can diffuse either like a eucalyptus oil or mint, or even steam inhalation to get those lungs, get that respiratory system well hydrated and functioning in its highest capacity. So you want to take care of yourself while you're spending all of that extra time indoors. The next thing is, there's certain herbs that you can take to kind of natural antibiotics, things that build the immune system. One of my favorites, a food kind of thing, is onion soup. It's a very high source of vitamin C. Vitamin C helps quite a bit with respiratory, skin issues, a whole host of things, but particularly good for the respiratory system. And so onion soup, basically get an onion and a couple cloves of garlic in it. You cut the onions up. The stalk of celery you can put some peppers in there, red, orange, whatever color you have, green. And you can put some condiments to taste, a little turmeric or ginger, a little allspice. But the key is you want to put all those ingredients in a glass or stainless steel container and simmer. You don't want to beat it to death. Simmer it for about 20 minutes. Don't overcook it, and enjoy it. You can have that 3-4 times a week even. Yeah, you don't have to have high amounts. And some people even blend it and make kind of a mush out of it. And you don't have to have a whole lot at a time, but it's a really good bioavailable source of vitamin C. And then there's herbs like oregano oil. You can carry that around as soon as you get that little tickle in the throat. Put a little bit under your tongue. And it will basically, if you do that several times a day, based on how much of a tickle you have, how stressful you are, usually in one day you can knock it right out. And if you do get a little bit of a cough, a little bit of a sore throat, a pinch of apple cider vinegar. So you get about an ounce, and you gargle it for about a minute or two. Gargle it really well. Let a little bit go down your throat. And that'll prevent the germs from getting into the lungs and creating havoc, multiplying all over the place. So the apple cider vinegar, the oregano oil, olive leaf is a very good natural antibiotic. My favorite is Echinacea golden seal. It's very, very powerful. Golden seal can even kill malaria. That's how powerful it is. So those are some natural things that you can do, some natural supplements that you can take. And if you have a pretty acute issue, what I recommend is my natural cough remedy, my natural cold and flu remedy. And that's basically, again, you got onions. So you got a whole onion, a few cloves of garlic, and in this particular case, you want to add the juice of 2 to 3 lemons. And you can actually put a little bit of honey in it for taste. You can put it in a little bit of pineapple juice or water, 8 ounces or so, and you can put a pinch of peppermint oil in it. And some people, the peppermint oil might be a little bit too strong. So what you can do is make the concoction, you blend it real well, and then try a drop or two of the peppermint oil in the first dosage or so, and see how that works for you. You can also put a pinch of cayenne pepper in it. That also helps with the circulation. And some people can put a little bit of horseradish or ginger, if it's available, turmeric. But the main things are the onion, the lemons, and the garlic. And not too much garlic. You don't want it to be too strong. But you can take a teaspoon every half an hour. You can take up to an ounce or two. So this is one of those things you have to determine now what makes sense in terms of how acute the issue is. How if it's preventive, you can do maybe a teaspoon to a tablespoon, just 3-4 times a day. That's a powerful preventive. And then, like I said, you can take it every half an hour, every hour. Based if you're already sick in bed, or you have to go to a meeting, you have to be ready. It'll knock it out in usually a day, and definitely in 3 to 7 days, and depending upon how serious it is. And during that period of time, especially if it's an acute issue, you might want to opt for veggie broths, the onion soup that I talked about. Add the echinacea golden seal. And the most important thing, and the last item, is rest. With all that stress and everything, and not rest just from all of the work and everything, but even the stresses on your system from all of the electronics around, all of the TV, all of the lights, all of that continued bombardment of the nervous system. All that excess blue light affecting your serotonin levels, your melatonin levels, so that you're not sleeping well, etc. And you might want to have a safe room, like your bedroom, place where you're going to sleep. Don't have electronics all over the place. Don't have the laptop all right next to your head and your phone and all of that. Try to put them as far away as you can, and let it be really dark so that you can really get some good rest. And then, of course, other ways of resting is, get some recreation, have a little bit of fun, listen to some nice music, whatever. It could be jazz, it could be classical music, whatever is will kind of help you to relax and get out of that heavy duty, excess brain exhaustion that we have with all of the factors of life that we have to deal with. So hopefully these are some tips that'll help you from a preventive. And the nice thing about original medicine, the things that prevent it are the same things that remedy it. So it's very, very powerful. And that's what I like about original medicine. So if you like this and this is helpful, please like us, subscribe below, and take a look at our website. It's www.iiomonline, that's online.org, and you'll see the kind of material that we offer. We have certificate courses, we offer degree courses, the bachelor's, the master's, the doctorate, all the way up to the PhD level. And we just announced our new Ream's Biological Theory of Ionization, RBTI certificate course, which combines original medicine with RBTI, which is a very powerful combination. And I'll talk about the RBTI and health factors perhaps in the next video. So hopefully this was helpful, gave you some good tips. Thank you for subscribing. Tell your friends. And until I see you next time, bye for now. God bless. And don't forget, as I said, we have a number of other videos on various health issues. So look at our YouTube and see other topics of health and issues that will be helpful to you. So again, bye for now. God bless.